Hello everyone, it's Serpent, and welcome back to another episode in Dungeonstalker. What's Dungeonstalker? Most of you will ask. And why are we being welcomed back to it? Well, this was a series that I had long ago. Oods of ages ago. Or I don't know, maybe it wasn't that long, I can't remember. But anyway, it's coming back, and the reason I stopped this, in fact, was not because I didn't like the series or anything. It was because I think I didn't have enough time at that point. I had other series going on, but But more importantly, I couldn't do what I wanted to do because I didn't have any tools to do it with. This is a map making series, by the way. It's a CTM, making a CTM. And the reason I couldn't make what I wanted to do was because I was trying to play with vanilla mechanics and stuff. And what I have now is world edit. So hopefully we'll be able to actually do some cool stuff. That's not the command block. And that's not the give command. You can tell I'm very, very... Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, right, I never copied it. And that's the wrong button to press. You can tell that I am very, very well versed in these commands at this point. I haven't grown rusty at all. Let's get me a button now. So, after several ages of doing this, I have finally realized I should put a command block to teleport down into this room. Whoa. Clouds are on. Interesting. Okay. So, like I said before, where is it? Clouds. Where are they? Like I said before, clouds, come on. Fine, I'll find it later. Like I said before, this is a CTM map, and since it's been so long since I actually did this this series, I'm going to show you what I've done so far. It's going to be a toury thing. So let's start with probably this. This is a good thing to start with. So in this CTM map, I have created a crafting system. Actually, I saw it on Dragonaw's channel. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know. At least that's where I originally found this idea. Someone else might have done it before him too, but that's where I found it. And I have utilized it to create a cool crafting system. Now, I know that in 1.13, custom crafting with data packs is going to be a thing. However, you will also be able to look in the recipe book at the custom crafting recipes with 1.13 crafting mechanics, and that's not something I want, because in this map, I've set this crafting recipe system up so that as you're playing through, you will find the recipes for cool stuff that you can make, and I don't want that to be something you can do all at once. I want you to sort of figure that out as you go, because otherwise, well, I think it'll just add a little something into the map to make it even more, a bit more interesting and unique. Just the figuring it out as you go along. So I'll walk you through some of these crafting recipes, probably at least the results of all of them. So I guess I'll show you how it works first. That might be a good idea. Wait, hold on. Where is this where is this recipe crafting to? Because it crafts from a certain precise block, and I don't know which one that is. Let's see. Apparently that. Let's see where that is. Oops. Cancel. Let's see where that is. TP, not TJP. Closest player there. Aha, so I have actually set that up. That's neat. Didn't expect that to happen. Also, what is this? Ah. I'm exploring all the cool things I've done. Okay, so this is a neat sort. How long does it give me? Okay, this is a neat sort of crafting recipe. It's the forge, or not a crafting recipe, a crafting system. Basically, if you, oh, I don't think I remember any of the recipes, but if you take a, I'm gonna have to go back, but if you put the right recipe in there, it'll craft it for you. Let me what? Oh, let me actually find that though. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you a couple of these recipes. One of them is this. So you can sort of see how it's working. Heals you so quickly it makes you sick. Yeah, gives you regeneration 3 and blindness and nausea. And then another one, something cool, is, where is it? Snow. I need to find snow. Perhaps I should have set this up before starting to record, but you know, why be prepared when you can be not? You can get frozen arrows, so you get slowness on these and weakness, and you can shoot them at people. I still haven't found the cloud option, by the way. So that's the way it works. So I'll just go through the recipes really quickly. Where's my compass? I guess I didn't need 64 of them, but whatever. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to show. Actually, I haven't showed you the recipe, how you figure these out. So in the loot chests, you'll find papers like this. So noxious gas recipe, for example. You can put these in your offhand, and when you do, it'll give you the crafting recipe. What button is it? That one. So you can see here that it tells you gunpowder, rotten flesh, water bottle, rotten flesh, like that, like they were in a. Did I take it out? Yeah, like they were in a crafting recipe. That's the way you put them in. So that's one of the ways. I'll show you the cool way in a second. But these are the things that you can get: wither and levitation, to throw on other things, instant health, stackable. Sprint potions with nausea and speed, poison 2. I'm not sure if these actually work. Let me see. Last I remember, these were not very reliable. Game mode 0. Effect. Poison. What's tab? I don't like this keyboard. Okay. Oh, good. They did work. I'm not sure what I was thinking about that didn't then. Okay. But yeah, the way these work is they give you a higher poison effect than poison 1, and that means that when you drink them, it gives you that effect, but then the effect runs out really quickly. But it overwhelms the one you already had. Just a second. So okay, I'll move on quickly, and then I'll get back to that. So poison 2, or lack of poison 1, and then this gives you resistance. I'm not entirely sure what kind of resistance. Just resistance, okay. I guess, did I just, okay, good. I didn't take it out of there. That was close. And then you saw that one earlier, and then that one as well. So, let's see. Okay, earlier, when I was just looking through these things, I noticed that some of these dispensers on the bottom had been triggered, and they had shot an item into this, and that's not what we want. But I don't know why that would happen. I mean, obviously something redstone-y happened there, but I don't know what or how. However, let's see, what did I craft? I crafted these. And these, those aren't out of place, so it can't be the crafting that does that. Huh. Anyway. Next, moving on to these things. These are the cool ones. These are the fancy ones. So these are massive crafting recipes. In the bottom here is a large crafting recipe. And in the top here is what you get out of it. Now I don't know what these craft to either. I think it's the chest over there, but I have no idea. Or I don't know if that's true. So I'll just teleport. TP. There we go. What? What? Okay. Either I'm very wrong in my placement there, or I just didn't paste or something. Anyway, I'll assume it's this one. So let's craft one of these quickly. This one's easy to remember. So if you go over to these things, I've retextured these, and they look kind of neat. So, nope, that doesn't work. There we go. You can see in the inventory there all the little slots, like it's a crafting table, sort of a futuristic crafting table. Anyway, let's see if I can remember this. I think so. Either I've got that wrong, or this does do a different place than I thought. I think I've got it right. Right? Yeah, I got it right. Okay, so it's this thing. It has 4 blocks there. Okay, copy and TP. Let's go there. Hey. No, I got that right. Wait just a second. No, they open the right direction too. Both the same type of chest. Huh. Does this require redstone or something? No. Oh. Oh, it's right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah. Okay. So the crafting is comparing to a different spot than the, so it's testing for the recipe in a different spot than it places the end result. Because the way this works is it tests to make sure this is exactly the same as its target. And if it is, then it places this on its target. And it's doing the same thing here with that chest, except that it's placing the target down in the cave system. I'll fix that in a minute. But one of the problems with this thing that I had to overcome is that if I were to do that same put it in your offhand thing, it would for those recipes it would take up a massive amount of your chat, and it would take forever to program, or I guess not really program, just see. Put it into command blocks, put the recipe into command blocks. So what I've done is I've put the recipes into these. Up here is the key, then the name of the item you can craft, and then the recipe pattern. And this is for the hunter's longbow, which is here. And you can see that the O's correspond to the oak logs, and the strings correspond to the strings, and the lack of anythings, or the ends, correspond to the lack of anythings. What else? I guess probably now I show you the actual map, since I'm done blabbering about my fabulous crafting system that doesn't work with those. So the players will spawn in this little place right here, and when they do spawn, they won't have access to that corridor. They'll be in this room and they'll read the rules, and as soon as they take the rule book out, or okay, maybe not that one, because that would open them up to the possible monsters out here as they're reading the rules. But anyway, at some point they'll push a button or trigger something that will open this, and that leads them down this corridor. Now the first level is all going to be underground like this, in a not... I need to get rid of those clouds. They'll be in a, not in animations. It must be in details. But, oh wow. Got you. The GUI is not messed up. Weird. Normally these are all option.shaders.something, and the names are all messed up. But anyway, I'll move on. So you have this corridor system, right? And this was a little bit of a pain to make without world edit, because I had to use structure blocks. That's what I've used for this whole thing, basically. And it doesn't work that well. I mean, they're better than nothing, but they don't work that well. So you can see that over here is an end of the corridor with some loot in it, and there are a couple different types of corridors, as I remember. I did this sort of procedurally. This is peaceful, so nothing will spawn. There are also custom spawners, and then there's loot in these crates again. But one of the types of corridors is this one over here. So that's a loot corridor. Then there's this one, which is a spawner corridor, and then there are just the ones you walk around in. Also, they've got spawners in them, by the way. There's another spawner corridor, but there are also trap or reward corridors. I can't remember where one is off the top of my head, but I imagine we'll be getting to one soon. I'm not going to activate it when we do get there, though, because they are activated. These are them. So these are corridors with buttons, and you push the button, and you either get a trap or you blow up. Although not extremely dangerously blow up. It just lights some TNT, and you can run away if you want. But you can see that if you push the button, when you're running over, you don't know what it is, and you can push the button, and it'll get you whatever it is. So I'll put that back. And then this one over here, if I remember correctly, will be a TNT block instead of a dispenser with loot in it. Yeah, so we're not going to push that one. Okay, so then that brings us to the monument rooms. We've got all our different types of wool over here, and the different blocks, of course, the emerald, diamond, etc. I might be doing terracotta instead, I don't know. Probably not. We'll probably just stick to the norm. Wool. Nothing in these chests yet. But the idea here is that as you progress through the map, you will unlock the next room over, the next monument room over, and I'll try and keep it so that this is the central base at all times, because it's really annoying to have to swap your base over when you move to a new intersection. And as the rooms go on, you'll get more and more valuable stuff. And in the first one over here, you can see that there isn't a forge, but in the second one, that's when you get your forge, once you unlock it. And in this third one, you'll unlock the chest crafting. And you might get some recipes as well. I don't know. But I think primarily the recipes will be found in loot chests. Come to think of it, I've always had these loot chests in my saved hotbar because I didn't want to lose them. Because this is the section, or this is the loot selection that you can choose from. Protection 1 skeleton skill. Nice. And there are three different types of chests or three different types of loot that I've prepared here. There's the general loot, and then there's the drinkable loot, or the potiony loot, and then there's the knowledgey loot. Apparently this one's not up to date because it doesn't have the book recipes. Yay, inventory spam. But yeah, I put it in my saved hotbar in order to not be worried that I'd lose it. I think that about wraps up what we've done so far. That about wraps up what I've already done. And I think what we're going to do right now, we're not going to do anything big or start a big project or anything. I think what I'm planning on doing is just a little bit more crafting, and then we'll stop and save the big stuff for next episode when the series actually starts, or resumes. This is sort of an episode 0 2.0, although there wasn't a first one. Anyway, it's sort of just a preemptive episode to the start. Actually, I don't want to do a crafting thing because I've got a plan. We're going to have little totemy things that you put in your offhand, and then you get an effect. At least that's the plan. And you might be able to craft them. I don't know, maybe, or you might have to buy them. That could be in the third room actually, or the fourth room. Yeah, I like that. Sounds a good idea, me. Thank you, me. You're welcome. Okay, so we need to figure this out, how we're going to do it. And over here, or no, I don't need that. Oh wait, yes I do. So over here, I always forget how to do this, mostly because of the punctuation that's necessary. So this is done badly. Oh wait, whatever. So I need to set up an execute command. So it needs to be something like this. This is the wrong command evidently, but /execute. So basically what I'm trying to do here is, well, it's the wrong command, I stress, but so yeah, okay, execute at all, basically testing for someone with the thing in their offhand, and then when you find them, execute the effect at p something command. So give an effect to the person, and only the person with the thing in their offhand. However, I don't know how to test for offhand stuff, except that there is a command block here with that in it. So, test for, no, don't tell me. It seems to be that the inventory thing like that doesn't work with /execute commands. That's my first impression here. I'll try stuff out, but I don't know if it'll actually work. Well, I was right. You can't do it in an execute command, this tag. So I've finally done, people, what I've been resisting for a year and a half, ever since I found the word scoreboard. I have delved into the mysterious realm of the not so difficult stuff I don't understand. And I've created a working thingy right here. So basically, scoreboard is a command which interacts with the with a sort of, well, it can be used as a tracking mechanism for stuff, and it can be used way better than the stupid test for command. But it's not as easy to understand, which is why I haven't done it yet. It's frightening, intimidating. Okay, but here's what I've done. So it's the /scoreboard command and then player's tag. I don't really fully understand why why the syntax is like this, but basically it's the scoreboard tag, and then the scoreboard command, and then let's see, player's tag. What does that mean? Can you tell I looked on a forum and saw someone's commands and maybe kind of copied them? See, this is where that gets you. It gets you to a point where stuff works, and yet you don't understand it. Although I do sort of understand it, I just don't know why I don't know what this means, so I need to think about it because I can't think and talk at the same time. Well, I might be wrong in my explanation here, but a little bit. But as far as I can tell, this part's meaningless. The players, I don't think that matters. Or, well, I mean, it needs to be there for the command to work, but I don't think it specifically means anything. I think it's like the word scoreboard. It's arbitrary. I might be wrong there, but I think that's why I couldn't understand it. So it's so to recap, scoreboard is the command, and then player's tag is the second part, and that means that we're going to interact with tags, and then @a is the selector, it selects all players, and then remove is we're removing the tag named hold. So I guess I'll clarify this a little bit, because I'll just change the name, say H holding, and then probably the first one we're going to do is H sugar. Just this is just arbitrary again, or it's just a random name. And then I should have waited. Hold on. H sugar. Okay. So this one is a little bit more complicated. Also, I should note that this command block, what this actually does is it removes the tag hsugar from all players. This one adds the tag hsugar through that same process we just discussed, except with the word add instead of remove, to people matching this data. Their inventory or entities, I should note, entities or players matching this this data. So their inventory needs to have in this slot, the offhand, an item with the name killstick, because I just had that in my inventory. It was something with a tag. And if that's true, then it will add the hsugar data tag, or not data tag, to the entity, me. And then this one is, if this one is putting an effect on anything or any player with the tag hsugar, and the effect is speed, and it lasts for 1 second, and then it also has a power of 1. So altogether, that means that if I put this in my offhand, I get speed too, because the amplifier starts at 0. So that works. It's a little bit more complicated than /test4, but it actually works. That's the key thing. Okay, so what we want to do now is, instead of having it be the kill stick, which is just my kill stick, the stick that kills things. Observe. Oh wait, it's in peaceful. Anyway, the point is it has sharpness a lot. Instead of that, we want, probably for this first one at least, sugar to give you speed. So maybe sugar, and then it can be named something. So let's give ourselves that sugar that we just specified, sugar 10, and then we need to name it. There we go. And I'm wrong. What are we doing here? Oh yeah, why would I put equals? That wasn't very smart, was it? There we go. So that works. And then if we give ourselves a if we give ourselves a something that's not sugar but is named speedy sugar, and put that in our offhand, it won't give us the effect. That's why we needed to specify the sugar thing there. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. Now I'll just do a couple more, and we can test those out and have fun. So the various totem or tokens that I've come up with so far are these, the following. Speedy sugar, which I showed on camera, gives you speed. Then resistant iron gives you resistance. Sharp flint gives you strength. Strength 1. All of these are 1, by the way. And clay gives you water breathing. Glowstone night vision, and the fireproof brick fire resistance. This one's cool. So this one gives you jump boost and levitation, but it gives you levitation 250 and jump boost 255, and those are both negative. So the way this system works, the Minecraft system works, is that numbers above 180 and below 255, or sorry, below 256 are treated as negative. So this means that when I give you negative levitation, I float down, and negative jump boost will make you jump lower. However, this is 255, and that works works a little bit differently still. Instead of giving you negative jump boost, it gives you normal jump boost. In other words, you jump the normal height. Alright. Oh, can't jump up one block. Okay, that's an issue. And then it also negates all fall damage, because the levitation doesn't do that. Hold on. Let me see. Levitation 252 maybe? Now can I? Yeah, now I can jump up. What about 251? I can still jump up. Okay. So this is the effect. It's a slow fall thing. It makes you fall slower and you don't take fall damage. So if I game mode 0 myself and then TP at P that 40 I'm in survival, and yet when I land here I will not take fall damage. Now the no fall damage, of course, as I just said, is from the jump boost, but the levitation gives a nifty effect. Whee! That's good. But okay. That, unfortunately, is the extent of my time for today. In other words, unfortunately, I am out of time for today. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you're excited for the series return. And I shall see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.